Hey everybody, good morning. Yes, I changed my hair color. I am red now. I should say I'm back to red. I used to be, well, my natural color is like a dark blonde to brown color, but I suit red, and my hubby says he's had enough of the blonde, so the blonde is gone and redheads are here to stay. So I hope you're having a good day. I'm just trying to adjust my lighting here so you don't get too overwhelmed with the Overholt personality going on. Yes, it's Kim Overholt here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studios, where I'm always working on something or doing something um, artistically speaking. I am early today because I work a little bit later and I won't have enough time to kind of see everybody or like relax like I'd like to. So I'm going to do it now instead. Good morning. And today we are having a discussion about colors. Yeah, I love colors. So, I've been trying a different medium recently, and if I haven't had a chance to check it out, I've been doing a little bit of watercolors this time and playing a little bit with them. And yes, you know me, I'm always working. Oh, this is John Winter here. I'm still fixing this painting here. As much as I like it and it's going okay, I'm still having a little bit of issue with proportion, and I know I'm so close to having it right. I think I'm a little bit low is the problem. I have to like raise everything a little bit on this particular picture, and I might show you as like a repair thing as I go along. This other one that's behind here is a picture from my book. If you want to read a book that I wrote, it's called The Plight of Time, and this is the cover for it, so you can look for the cover too. It's got like a dragon and a boy holding the world in his hand. It's a really cool story, I think, and I'm so glad I did it before. What's her name? With the Harry Potter. Got her thing going because mine's different from Harry Potter, that's for sure. A little bit of magic, which is almost similar, but not quite a Harry Potter. But mine, he can actually still stay as his age. He can go to different worlds, but he can always still remain in his time frame, I guess you could say. He doesn't lose any extra time, so when he gets older, I'm thinking maybe he can go on more interesting journeys because he'll be older and being able to do more things. Affect more people, that kind of thing. Yeah, I always have stories going on in my mind. Here's the thing about being a creative is you've always got things in the back of your mind, and it's Monday, and Monday is usually a good day to start things back up again. And yeah, so I am currently. Yeah, I've got some stuff coming through. I am currently working on improving my art and getting my artwork out to more people if I can in any way possible. I have joined a couple more Facebook groups. That's one way to get your art to people. If you ever wonder how you get people seeing your more of your art, you got to post it out there. You have to put it in front of people's faces and get it going here. It's going to eliminate something from my desktop here. There we go. All right, yeah. So today I'm just hanging out here just for a little while, giving you a little bit of a down low of what's going on for this week. This week I am actually working on cleaning up my office and um, improving my art. Of course, I'm always looking to improve my art, and the medium is always the message of how to get the people to see your stuff. There's so many different ways of doing it. One is, like I say, through YouTube here, through Facebook, and through other social media. And unfortunately, you have to put up with a lot of BS. And unfortunately, that's the life that you lead sometimes, is sometimes full of BS. I'm just wondering, I see all the kinds of things going on in my screen. I'm like, what's going on? Anyways, I hope you're doing great. I want to show you some of the things that I've been painting. Okay, so like I said, I've been doing watercolors. Now I wanted to show you, I don't know if I had a chance to post. Yeah, I was just showing you can always change up your medium. And and as you can see, I have a little boy here in the snow. You can kind of see it more better that way. There you go. Yeah, interesting. And yeah, so got a couple watercolors over here that I did working on ideas. So There's one I haven't come up finally. I haven't finished it completely yet, but it's like a little bit of a landscape. There's butterflies and flowers in it, that kind of thing. Or you could turn it sideways. It could be like that too. The great thing about my paintings is that you can choose whatever way you want them, and you can leave them, or you can. I might keep on decorating this one a little bit more. So I'm looking at it as I'm showing you. Yes, I am, because it helps me to look at things from a different perspective, and it's always good to see things at a different perspective because sometimes you see things that you might have missed the first time. See, this is the cool thing about this picture too. Is let me see if I can get this the right way. Maybe not. I should maybe have made this one 3D. This would have been cool as a 3D picture, right? It's kind of like a guy kind of either perched on the top here or he's kind of floating here. And he's looking at this new wild looking landscape there. And of course, I'm like, cool. What wouldn't be complete without like an extra Brad Pitt to add to my collection? So I did a Brad Pitt watercolor. Yes, and as you can see, there we go. So yeah, I would kind of probably put it like that. It's a little bit, the way of the angle I had it was probably more like that, but it's not bad. It's okay. Yeah, the funny thing is that, the more I try to stop, the more Brad Pitts keep showing up. It's like, I've opened a floodgate. A floodgate. That's okay. I don't care really. I just like to paint and draw him, and the ones that come that say, "Hey, I'm Brad Pitt," I'm like, "Well, I hope you don't mind. I'm just drawing and painting you, and I don't care who you are. I just wanted to know that you're happy for me doing that." And they're like, "Yeah," and so I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I just continue doing it. It's silly, I know, and it's one of the things that it's almost like an addiction. And yeah, it can be an addiction when you start painting things. Sometimes you get into a thing where you can't stop painting. I get on a kick, and sometimes I have the opposite effect. I have days where nothing comes to me, and it's like, and I sit around and I twiddle my fingers and try and figure out what kind of trouble I can get myself into to get myself inspired again, and then I get back on it again. So there's always inspiration out there for budding artists like yourself, and budding artists like I'm still trying to be. Working at different mediums is always a lot of fun, and gives you a perspective of what you're really good at. If you find that you like to draw people, draw more people. If you find you're good at doing more landscapes, do more landscapes. If you find that there's a certain medium that seems to work for you, just go with whatever works for you. In the end, you're going to be left with a lot of art, and you better like what you like. You better like what you paint, I should say, because what's going to happen is it's going to end up just being part of your interior too, because you're going to have I have lots and lots and lots. I got prophetic, yeah, a few years back, and started painting all kinds. I have, like, besides doing paint night, I was doing my own stuff too. So I have over, like, I still have over 200, maybe behind this beautiful curtain over here. I maybe have another 200 over here. I maybe have another 200 out in my backyard, which I filtered through and just have out there ready to just dissolve and burn, and because I have doubles of everything. So some of them were paint nights that I did, and I didn't have time to paint over them and do something different on them. But some of them I do manage to do a few little abstracts on and things like that, and always keep myself busy with doing lots of art. And I hope you do keep yourself busy with lots of art as well. The lifestyle of being an artist, of course, is knowing the differences of colors and things like that, and how they all work with each other. Now, back in the day when I had balls, that's when I was a man. But back in the day when I used to juggle my balls with the three colors, they actually three different colors underneath these little skins that I have right now: red, blue, and yellow. And I used to do a trick when I was at paint night, showing people how colors work with you. So say you have blue over here and you want to find the opposite of blue, you take the two other primary colors and you put them together, and that becomes the opposite of your original color. So if your original color is blue, little color theory for you. If your original color is blue over here, you've got red and yellow over here. So red and yellow together make orange. So the opposite of blue is orange. So, and then you do the same thing where you could take blue and red, and that makes purple. And the one that's left over is yellow. So the opposite of purple is yellow. And I do like color theory like that. I never understood until I started juggling, and then it made perfect sense. So, like that's going to get me somewhere in my life. Yeah, yeah. Well, it got me pretty far. I was a clown for 10 years, and it was fun. I did have fun doing that. And all right, so it probably will be a nice quick little thing that I'm going to be doing today, because I've got everything around me, and I really should clean up my studio. I've been threatening myself for weeks now to clean up my studio, and then I start drawing, and I start painting, because this is what it is. It's all around me, and I absorb everything that's around me, along with the goodness and the love of people. Find people like you out there, and all my 28 subscribers, which I am so happy. Oh my gosh, I started out with 22, and then it's been gaining, and I appreciate that. Really, I do. And now I have a new hair color. I know my hair's. I tell people I have natural curl in my hair, so this is what it does. It does its own thing, and I try to look as best I can when I'm sitting, and talking to you. But sometimes, it happens that, my hair doesn't want to do it. And plus, I always have my hair put up in a ponytail when I'm working. And when I take my hair out of the ponytail, it ends up getting all messy and stuff. Oh, hey, I got messages coming in. Oh, I wonder who's trying to contact me. Oh, nobody important. No important. Everybody's important. It's 9:03, people. It's really early. I'm really early today. I'm not used to. You know what? I love watching the sun come up. It's a really nice thing to do, and something that people take for granted. When I used to be younger, I used to love sleeping in. It was like an Overholt trait. It's like, if you can't sleep in, you're not a real Overholt. And you know what? I did my share of sleep in. I did my share of drinking. That's for sure. The Overholt liver sure got a workout with that too. So, but I don't do that anymore. And getting up early in the morning is definitely a good thing to do. Watching the sunrise is actually a really nice thing to do. And seeing how we always think that the sun is around us, whereas the other way around. Other way around, yes, we're around the sun. So it's neat to see us actually revolving as it goes past us. And so I get to watch in the morning as it comes up, and it's actually quite nice. I love sunsets too, but I love sunrises as well. Sometimes you get to see what the day holds when you get to see a sunrise. And this morning was really nice, and I'm hoping to have a really great day. It's not supposed to be very nice outside. It's very cloudy today, and threatening rain, which is okay because I'm going to be working for 8 hours anyways inside. So I hope everybody keeps safe. And in the meantime, if there's anything that I do think of that I will get on for something to show you, I will do that. But at the moment, I'm trying to think of something, and I'm not coming up with any ideas. I always have my Chinette plate in front of me with paints loaded to go for acrylics. I have now taken on a new medium, which I say is my watercolors. My watercolors have been a lot of fun to play with. And there's other things that you can play with too. I do pencil crayon too. Pencil crayon is also, although, a lot of people say it's a kid's thing to do, a pencil crayon can do a lot of cool things when you put it on a black background too. I use pencil crayon, markers, anything that you got from the schools that I used to draw, and I will draw on almost everything. And I love doing murals for people. I have, if you go to my website to KimOverholt.com, you will see some of the murals that I've done in my past. I think there's still some that might be able for show there. I also do private instruction, and I also do commission portraits, commission pieces of anything. So if you're interested in any pieces getting made or need something repaired, because I also can fix paintings. I've had somebody come to me with a painting that they had that was supposed to look like something in the picture, and what they got for the painting turned out to be something completely different, and asked me if I could get it closer to the actual original. So I did. And it was actually a really kind of good process to do too. So I can mimic other artists too as well. I have done in the past, and I can in the future as well. So keep that in mind too. If you may have something that an old picture that maybe got scratched while it got moved, that kind of thing, you can contact me. I can always try and touch up paintings too. I do that kind of thing. Painting restoration. I used to help out with that over at the QB Gallery in Thorold when I used to work there. And display all my art, of course, there where they actually had a gallery for a while. And that was going back, this is 2000 and gosh, now I can't even remember. It's been so long, 12, 11, oh gosh. Yeah, and then with the magic shows and everything, I really enjoy. I've had a fun time. I've had a fun life, and I always have more stuff coming up. So never count yourself out. Even at my age, I'm still thinking that there's still a lot more adventures still to come, and I'm sure hoping so, because life is like, well, right now it's a little bit of to be quite frank, is a shit show. People don't know what they're asked from a hole in the ground, and it's been kind of like sad to see a lot of people going missing family, missing friends, just because of not being able to see somebody because they're worried about getting sick. But if you have an immune system, you should be able to get better and not get sick and not get other people sick. But this is the thing that I don't get. But that's another story. That's a personal thing, and I do not talk about anything like that on my shows, and I do not talk about stuff like that, anything that has to do with politics, usually on my shows, and I try not to. There's other things that get on my nerves. Like the frustration with doing a painting and trying to get it finished and having it not look exactly the way you want it to. So you have to keep trying. And that's the thing with life. You just got to keep trying. You keep trying, you keep pushing, you keep getting out there. Always keep a piece of paper nearby for any ideas that you may have that come to mind. Always keep, I keep face paint nearby just in case I decide to paint my face too. So I always have everything that I need nearby in case I want to do a mold of something. I have something right here that I was working on earlier. See, I always have stuff on the go. So I just wanted to say, when you're thinking about color and when you're thinking about doing a composition for a painting, you've always got to think of the color process as well. So red, blue, and yellow, the basic primary colors, and how to get it started is always knowing how to get started with a picture is always a great way to start. So that being said, I too have to probably get myself motivated. It is now, I can talk your ear off, but I'd rather do a little bit of art for you. So let me see if I can find something quickly and do a little bit of art for you. Because hey, if I can do something quickly on the fly, that's the funnest thing to do. So with that being said, let me put a few of my things away. And hey, I'll do some art for you. Because you know what? I got time. I got a little time. And I can do a little art. I'm just moving things out of the way so I can prepare. Like I say, I've always got canvases around me. I've always got stuff on the go. Move things out of the way here. I see some people and how they have their studio set up, and I'm like, my studio's so small. And then my hubby, he's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, you have a huge studio. You've got lots of room to move around in here. Oh yeah, okay. So I do have these. These are my head throughs, and I was doing those for paint night and stuff like that. And as you can see, there's still like a little remnant of somebody here. I did like a newbie. I should have kept that. It was actually a kind of cool thing with little ears and stuff. So you know what? I can show you something cute with this. Just doing a little marker and a little coloring. We could probably make another new newbie for this, and I can show you how I do mine. So I started off. What I did is I came up with an idea, a concept for just cutting up people's faces. Because some people don't even do that. Most people, when I've done the paint nights, they hold it up like this and they do, and then whatever is beside them and that kind of thing. And I've had people with two. So actually, you have side by side people doing like it was always fun to do. Hey, look, you can see my profile. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, this was a lot of fun to do, and a lot of people had fun with it too. One I made into the Mona Lisa, and that was a really cool one too. And people like what you do is you take and you fold your hands like this over here, and hey, I could probably do it again. And you fold your hands like this, and it looks like she's actually like got her hands across like that, right? And you could have it like so. You could actually make it into a person like that too. But this is like some fun things to do with spare canvases and oh, one I started to map out earlier. I don't know if you'd seen this one. This is not part of it here. This is, but it is. Let's see if you can see this. Oh, lift it up a bit. But it's somebody. It's supposed to be like. Oh, we'll see. It's supposed to be Tarzan. You get like the head there, and there's the arm. There's the body through here. It's baby Tarzan. There. I also had times where I had kids doing paint parties with me. So it's always fun to have kids doing some stuff like that. I had like Back to the Future with Marty and Doc, and I had a couple other ones that were a lot of fun to play with. So head throughs are fun to play with, and again, that's something to do with colors. Now I could, yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a marker and I'll show you just quick with marker. I'll pen it in. Earlier, I was trying to find a marker for work because a lot of markers get stolen at work, and I have tons of them. I said, "Well, don't worry about it. I'll bring one in." So I'm bringing that in. So as you can see, there's like the. I'll just do it. Hold on. Let me just bring a few things over so we can have a little bit of shindig here, babies. Shindig, babies. I can even do a watercolor here today if I want. It all depends on how much time I've got. And what do I have for time? It's it'll be the afternoon. Let's see, that's 9 now. I got 3 hours. Oh, I got plenty of time to do shit. Oh, did I say that out loud? See, this is why it's not for kids. Because I do swear every once in a while. And I swear I love you guys being out here. Okay, so, oh, look at me. I get impressed by the littlest things. Look at how sharp that is. How sharp my Sharpie is. Can you see how sharp my Sharpie is? Whoosh. I love when I have a sharp Sharpie. I know, I know. Okay, so we can do like a basic outline in marker. So you get the idea of what it's going to look like. And I can color it in with pencil crayon if I wanted to. So Little Tarzan, I would call it. The Little Tarzan. See, there we go. And then what happens is I will paint over it, get rid of all the lines. Holding onto a rope here. There we go. It's swinging down this way. Now, I have to kind of remember how his feet went. Because he's got his feet over here. One foot here. There's his knee there. And there's the body here. Kind of goes there. Like that. I have to remember how the foot went. I think it went, the foot kind of got his toe, kind of holds on to the vine there. See, here's the thing, I was going to make sure you're following your lines too. See, how's that looking? That looks good. Yeah, look. There we go. That's his one little foot there, holding onto the vine. Yeah, it's just funny how I just seem to get right into it. Why not? There's his hair over here too. Extend it over. This does not count. This is actually, it should be okay. This is the shoulder here. I think I actually make that like in your hair coming up there. Okay. Didn't have that because the shoulder kind of comes down this way. How's that looking there? Cool? Okay, cool. You just start with a rough idea and then you work with it. Now his other foot. Actually, I'm do another toe over here because he does have 4 feet, 4 toes. He didn't lose any. You figure being in the jungle, he might. There's his other foot there, kind of like that. It's, oh yeah, because his knee is up, so. There, start making the heavier line so you can see. There we go. And the other toe. There it goes. Kind of like he's got a grip on it with his toe, so I think kind of his knees here. It comes out. He's got a grip on it with his toe. Kind of like this. And then kind
kind of, yeah. It's a little bit distorted, just so that you can get the idea.
Of flow too. So it's not like you're not going to see. You don't need all that extra like detail.
You just want to know that, it's pinching on the rope there to hold it on. Like that.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so it makes it look like he's hanging from the tree there. Like I say, make the lines a little darker. I just want to congratulate all those people that are still able to make their own little paint parties and things like that with the COVID going on. Because I'm thinking about that, like as I'm drawing, I'm thinking there's so many people that are out there that are doing online
courses that show you how to draw and how to.
I just want to give you like a little bit of inspiration, basically, just to show you, mine at least, that if you can do better than me,
I'm sure you can do better than I can.
This is just like this is more just to show you that I'm out here. You're not alone. I'd rather show you how to do this, and then you can do it too. And then I'm not out here by myself doing this. You guys can have your own channel too.
And do your own thing that makes you feel happy. Now this is
just fun for me. I enjoy this. I enjoy doing portraits of people. I do enjoy painting and drawing Brad Pitt, and it's unfortunate that I have so many other
people who are saying that they are Brad Pitt and blah blah blah.
I'm tired of it. I just like to draw them. That's all. So if you ever ask me, I'll just say I'm not bothering you. I just want to draw. That's all. That's all. And I bring it up quite often because it bothers me that there's so many
people that say that oh, he's a great person. Well,
from what I've encountered, it hasn't been such a great experience. So, but that's just me. I'm sure there's plenty of other women out there that have had a great experience. So, needless to say. Not me.
Ooh, I always love when I hear contact noises. Oh, let's see what's going on. If I get lucky, it's my ukulele teacher. Yeah. I gave him a like. Groovy licks on the bass ukulele.
He's getting into bass, I guess, eh? Here's the thing about markers sometimes.
They dry out sometimes really fast. And sometimes it's not because of the marker itself. It's actually because of the medium that you're drawing on. And sometimes it's just a matter of getting a new pen. This could be it for it.
Sometimes markers don't last as long as you expect them to. Oh, look, I missed a spot. So I love drawing, and I love the outdoors. I love painting the outdoors, and I was thinking that maybe
come summertime, I was going to be doing like an outdoor class and just wanted to bounce that off of anybody who is in the Niagara area who might want to do um, like a live class or something outdoors. I have a big backyard.
So you could come hang in my backyard too if you wanted to.
I have a tendency to talk. I have a friend that he gets up and the first thing he does is he starts drawing and he starts drawing live and he doesn't talk and I always feel nervous when I don't say something. I just noticed I'm getting like a nice line that's coming out right here. That never used to be there as prominent before. Now it seems like even when I'm not trying to make that frown wrinkle, it's wrinkling on me. Oh no! I'm getting wrinkles.
Oh well, there's something my dad never had. There's something my dad never got.
He only lived to be 44.
Darn that cancer.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get another marker. Hold on. As beautiful, I think I've just worn the tip right down. I think that's what happened. Oh, well, you know what? There's more where that came from. And as Grisella would say, let me just throw that away. All right. Into the cauldron. Okay. Let me get another marker. There's more where that came from. And they're stinky too. Oh. I don't know. You know what? This one's a bad one. Hold on. Live. Things happen while you're live. All kinds of things happen when you're live. Like your marker runs out. Love that. Come on, Sharpie. Where's another one? There's another one. Okay. Let's go. I know somewhere in there I have a dual-ended, and don't get excited. It is dual-ended. One's a small part, one's a large part. But this one, we'll see.
All right, another marker. And we'll continue where we left off. Okay, so making this a little bit more. So,
Taking away from that, I'm going to be
painting over that spot. Actually, that's where the shoulder is, and that's where some of his hair is there too. I can color it in for hair. Nobody would think of it. Color it in for hair. There we go.
ta-da! Hair. All right, so that we'll continue with the lines. So
I always like making nice thick lines so that you can see, almost make it almost look like a comic book, like you can color it in if you wanted to. I love coloring things in.
when I was little, I used to take all the textbooks, ones that had drawings in them, and color them.
And I got into so much trouble when I was younger. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
So now I draw my own books, and then I color them in afterwards. And that's, it kind of makes up for ruining everybody else's.
Yes, you see, it can be even just because of the canvas itself is dry and it dries out the marker. It happens. Give it a couple minutes, it might rejuice, if you know what I mean. In the meantime, you can always play with it to get the hair.
See? details.
And you can build it a little bit more. And here. There. And then you can like put like leopard print. There we are. Make the hair darker if you want to, just by putting the extra lines in there.
Just give you an idea, a sample. Oh, yeah, so if I finish it, right?
Get the arm in there. This little arm down here. But all about just bringing the character out from the background. There we go. Okay, I think I found a spot that's nice and juicy. Oh, speaking of juicy.
There we go. Anyways, there we go. So a little Tarzan.
Now you can see him a little bit better.
And then once you color it in, makes you look like you're good. And you could put something here, you know, swingers, whatever. I don't know what that's about.
I don't do that.
I'm 100% honoring a one man only. And yeah, I'm very committed. Crazy that is. Like, okay. Okay, so there you go. You get to see a nice little Tarzan there. And you know what? Maybe I'll do a little coloring because, you know, darn it, I feel like grabbing some markers and maybe coloring in. And so, hold on. I got markers. Oh, that's watercolors. Oh, here's markers. Whoa. I got me some brown. So,
Ooh, it's the dark brown. Shadows. See, here's the difference between using paints and using markers. Here's a good way to show you. Get little paint. The idea. Supposed to be brown, but it looks a little bit more in there.
see, it shows brown.
That's a dark brown. Okay. Well, we'll put it on there.
Okay, all right. So let's grab another color. La, 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 la. Yellow. Let's see.
Capuchao.
See, I can color it in.
Capuchao.
Let me grab another one. I got more than one marker in yellow.
I got.
Oh. Yellow. I got yellow. Okay, I was using that one.
That's pretty much toasted. Most of my markers right now
are pretty much toasty. That's looking pretty bad. So. Yes, Dutch. I am what they call Pennsylvanian Dutch. I asked my dad one day. I said, "What are we?" When I was young, I said, Overholt. What kind of a last name is Overholt? And he said it's Pennsylvanian Dutch. And I told somebody one day, because they said, well, your last name is Overholt. What is that? I said, well, I'm a mixture of everything. I'm a mix. But I'm Pennsylvanian Dutch. And they said, let me tell you something. I bet you your mother, or, well, sorry, his mother was probably, your dad's mom was probably really good with pinch and pennies. And my nana was English. So she came from a nice family. She really did. I don't think they pinched a lot of pennies back in the day. But when she met my grandfather, she had no choice but to pinch a few pennies. So yeah, I'm like a quarter English, but because of my nana. But boy, oh boy, yeah, she could definitely. I didn't come from a rich family, that's for sure. We were very poor. I came from a poor neighborhood. I came from the wrong side of the tracks. Yeah, but you know what? I had a lot of great people to bring me up as a kid, and I am so grateful even today. All the people that helped me, raise me when my mom wasn't around, raised me when my dad wasn't around, and when my stepmom took care of me, she was the best too. So I'm going to add little colors in here because I love adding color, and I blend colors too. So I like to, I like to, yeah, funny, I'm a Dutch painter. Everybody, I joke about that on my paint nights when I used to do them. I used to say, yeah, I'm a Dutch painter. And I'd be like, a lot of people don't get it, being Dutch and a lot of really excellent masterpieces done by Dutch painters. Yes. And so like, if you really want to learn, you're learning from the best. I'm Dutch. Well, like I say, I'm actually a mudblood. So, yeah, I know a lot of magic. I can do a lot of illusions, magician's assistant and everything. Okay, so we've been mixing some more colors together. So I'm going to add a little bit of orange in here and do like the spots in there. I'm going to see if I can find another yellow, maybe. Actually, that's not too bad. But hey, ugh. Okay, I have this color, and I don't know what color this is. It's a brown, okay. So it's like a brown horsehair. A light brown. Which is the color of the Tarzan's hair. Yeah, so. And maybe I'll be able to take some of that brown that I took from earlier that doesn't really blend really nicely and add that to it. It'll blend into. We'll see. Hold on a second. I'll tell you in a second. Does it blend? Some don't, some do. Especially when you're coloring. And bear with me. I'm looking to see. Starts dark over here. And as I'm coming this way, it seems to lighten. Yeah, so a little bit of dark brown and then to light brown. That's kind of nice. It gives it a nice blend, right? You can see that? Yeah, my dad's been dead over 40 years. No, under 40 years. Yeah, something like that. It's been a long time. Anyways, yeah, it's just brown, I'm thinking. I thought this was like a flesh color, but this is like a light brown. Let me find another one. If I can. Oh, and this might be a flesh color. Let me try over here. What's that look like on there? Not really. Maybe here. Maybe for the hair. Oh, it's a good blender. Good blender for the hair, that's for sure. Okay. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah. I'm just gonna find something else. Oh. More brown. Gotta Those I got a lot of brown. Got a lot of brown color, got a lot of blues. I got the blues. Oh, I got this green here. Let me just lay this one on me. See what happens. I like when I can color fast. Watch me comb my hair real fast. Oh, who's that? Wants me to comb my hair real fast. That's Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo. All right, Johnny Bravo. All right, I love when things paint quickly. There we go. Well, paint. Coloring. I got another brown here. Let's see what this brown is. This brown is a dead brown. As is that one. Let's try that one. Oh, these ones are too small. The little bit of an orange. I've had these markers next to forever, so that one's got. I'll give try. Let me grab a handful. I got some purples. I got some. I'll try this orange here. Oh, and I got a brown. I got a couple browns. Here's a couple browns here. Thank you for joining me, watching me coloring in my little creation here. Oh, and that's orange. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna find another yellow. Actually, I'm trying to find another yellow. If I can, find one now. Let's see if this works. It's a little glowing yellow, so to get it more yellow. So right now it looks kind of off color. It looks a little off color. I guess that's as close as I'm going to get. Still look fine. All right. See, you never know how things are going to turn out when you start watching this. I could turn out to be something very cool, or it could be a failure. We don't know until we get going. You never know. And do you see the color that I already put on there is kind of picking up on the other one too. So I get to blend it a little bit. I like to blend. See? It's very dry. I think I'll play with this until it dries up, and then I'll toss it too. Toss in the bread. Toss in the bread. I got lots of them, and it's time to do a cleanup anyway, so. I'm overdue for a cleanup. Overdue. That figures. I'm over everything. Wee. Okay, say, I am patient, but my children are not. Oh, I hear you. I used to have a lot of patience. As of late, it's been kind of like not as much. That's probably why I paint more often, just so I can get away from with the craziness that's going on in this world here. Because God knows something strange is going on in this world. Hey, magic. Oh, all right. So I got this one. This might be an interesting. Almost matches my hair color. Aha. Look at. See, I have many. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's great. You got lots of natural color." I'm like, if you ever want to do something with my hair, please feel free, because what it does is completely not what I want it to do. But need I complain? At least it's my hair. It's just my hair that bothers me, and nothing else. Well, I could complain, but nobody listens. You know how it goes. Anyway, I should be careful. I got this my beautiful painting of this the the character's name is Ryan, and from the Plight of Time. But I don't want to get it dirty, and I don't want to get marker on it, so I better remove it so I can keep on coloring. Yay! This is a good marker. It's very, very dark. It might last, it might not. I'll continue up here, actually. Get the dark in there. And then I can overshadow it with some light, too. So this is good. This is a good brown. Good brown. And I enjoyed coloring. I used to spend many hours behind locked doors. God knows I was a latchkey kid as growing up because I never had anybody at home because everybody had to work in my family growing up. You either were home cooking or you were out working. That's the way it goes. So now I have a job where I cook. And I got a bit of both worlds. So yeah, I didn't quit my day job. I actually I have to work later, but I love to come and share my art with you guys because art isn't fun unless you can share it. So you always have to keep that in mind. Some of it is personal. You keep it to yourself, but some of it you want to share with others. And that's the good thing. You have to share with others. If you got a hint of something that you know about, you want to share with others, you've got to share. Got to share. Wouldn't be fair you keep things to yourself. I know some people when they're going through things, especially with times like these, you want to keep things to yourself. But it's always good to share. If you can bring a little bit of love and light to a situation, it's always good. When I used to do my paint nights, and I used to party with everybody, show them, it's not hard to do. You can do this. Maybe it's just having a little bit of patience for yourself. It could be. You never know. But, it is fun to color, and it is very relaxing color as well. I had to work later, like I say. I got my job, my jab, there go to. But I show people, usually, if you want to subscribe, you're more than welcome to, click the little button and hang out with me when I am here. I meant to come here on the weekend. I get a little bit busy. They had a lot of hours for me at my regular job, so I love to work. I am a worker. I'm a warrior. I'm a survivor. I'm all of the above. I also, I'm a magician's assistant. Yeah, I love doing magic. And ever seen this one? Yeah, I'm kidding. That's an old one. That's the worst. I didn't even practice that one. If I practiced more, I'd be really frightening you guys. That doesn't work. All right. Let's try for this one. There we go. There we go. We got some blending going. It's always good to blend the colors because you don't have just pure black, pure brown, pure. You gotta have a little bit of highlight and shadow there. Always good to have. There we go. See, makes it look nicer. Blendy, blendy, blend. It's always good to blend. Being an artist, I blend in with many different people. I've been a mascot too, so I blend in with different people that way as well. I've been with people that don't know that I was there in the first place. It's kind of neat to kind of be on the inside and not, have people be surprised in the end going, that was you? Yeah, it was me. You didn't know it, but it was me. I was watching the whole time. Life is full of mystery, misery, and wonder. And I live for every day. And it's a lot of fun doing art. I appreciate showing it as well as doing it. And I really wish that I could have continued doing the art parties, but I wanted to do it for myself. I didn't want to do it for anybody else anymore. I was getting tired of doing for paint night. I wanted to do it my paint night, make it more like mine, more creative, more stuff that I want to show people that maybe they wouldn't let me do. So, and as soon as I started to try and do that, COVID happened. I love that. That really threw a wrench in my ideas. So, all right. So there, you get a little bit of an idea. I have to work on trying to find a skin tone. So bear with me here because I thought maybe this would be a good skin tone, but it seems like it's still a little bit, well, maybe not a bad skin tone either. A little on the darker side though. But I don't have very much of it. It would be, yeah, I might have to try and find something a little bit different. Maybe a little, I maybe have a tan color out there somewhere. It's out there, but I'm holding on to this one because it's a good blender. Blender. What blender? There we go. Put the brown here. See if this can disappear too. Anyways, and then eventually one day I'll have myself my own little paint parties again, and I'll be able to do like a little head through and have them swing through the trees. Right? Anyways. Okay, so other than that, nothing really exciting going on. I haven't heard from any of my so-called admirers lately. So I'm pretty sure that I'm hoping that that's the end of that. I'm going to see about. I got a flesh color somewhere. I know I do. This is more like an orange, right? And that's an orangey color, and I can apply a little orange in this little part right here. Put the orange down there. Okay. But let me see. Yellow. Ooh, look, there's yellow. It's not that yellow. Ooh, my stomach's growing. I might have to go to get some more food to eat. I'm actually kind of hungry. Anyways, wow. I can't believe the hours just flew by. Wow. I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been like longer than I expected. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I gotta go. I gotta get ready. I gotta leave. I gotta work. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna continue this, and yeah. Ciao for now, my bellows, my bellas, and peace out, brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. And as I said, okay, but might be like K-O. I don't know. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.